Can you JB Weld a freeze plug? That's the question. The answer is yes, undoubtedly, and it will last 2 years. Is it smart? Does it work? Yeah. Is it safe? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. So, anyway, we're gonna JB Weld it. To get JB Weld, she's gonna get me a little mirror because I can't find mine. And yeah, so she should be back soon. On the way to work, I smell coolant. There's steam coming from underneath my dash. Look at this. Everything here looks good, right? But see the steam? Steam coming from my dash. Jeez. I'm gonna pull over here. Wow, definitely steaming. Oh boy, yeah, there we go. Oh boy. I would say it's on fire if I couldn't smell it. That would most likely be coming from the freeze plug behind at the back. Yep. It's coming from the freeze plug at the very back of the head. I gotta call my manager. I don't have any other vehicles. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's time for a new vehicle. I'm done with this. Well, maybe a lightly used vehicle. The rear freeze plug has already been an issue. That was repaired on the side of the road by packing it full of JB Weld 2 years ago. So I'm just gonna assume now that the problem is the rear freeze plug again, but I can't find a mirror, and I tried to do this high-tech techie thing where I stick my camera back there with the computer and try to see what it is, but it's too dark. I can't see anything. Pretty sure it's the mirror. I mean, not the mirror. Pretty sure it's the freeze plug back there again. So the way to replace that or fix it is to pull the motor out, because there's not enough room. There's not enough room between here and here. Actually, there's barely enough room to get my hand. There's 2 fingers width here. It looks like a lot of room, but there's really not. There's really not a lot of room back there. About a 1 hand thick is how much room is back there. And that freeze plug is back there. What I'm going to do is confirm that it is the freeze plug. And then I'm going to try to get to where it is actually leaking. And I'm going to try to do another JB Weld repair. So we got a mirror from a jewelry set. And I was poking around back there with the screwdriver. And I'm pretty sure that that right there is my hole. That's it. So the freeze plug actually had JB Weld in it, right? And it had JB Weld in it, and it was working great. Worked great for a while, 1.5 years, almost 2 years. And so that's what happened. It popped loose, and you know, what it's going to take to repair this freeze plug here, pulling it out, trying to, I mean, it looks pretty good, except for that hole there. Yeah, be beauty. So yeah, it looks pretty good. You know, here's what's gonna happen now that I understand the issue. We're gonna go get some JB Weld, and we're gonna put it around that hole. It lasted about 2 years, almost 2 years, and hopefully it's gonna last another couple of months. Hey Rachel, your JB Weld job didn't last but 1 year.
It was almost 2 years. Don't play with me.
Oh goodness. Why do we have to do things this way?
Yeah.
Alright, so I got the hole in the mirror and the flashlight on it. And Rachel's gonna pour a little bit of water in it. Yeah, I'd say that's a leak. Roger, roger. So we're gonna pack that with JB Weld. And you know what? I don't care. I don't care what y'all say. Let me show you what Rachel did. So, like 2 years ago, she's driving home. She calls me, "Hey, the truck broke down. It's leaking water everywhere." Alright. She finds out it's the freeze plug back there in the back. Yeah, I was out working. I couldn't help, you know. But it's a freeze plug back there in the back. So 2 years later, it gets loose. It pops out. You've already seen the hole. But I wanted to show you the freeze plug that I recovered. This is what was in that freeze plug. And you can see she did it because her fingerprints are there. But I think we're going to do a little less JB Weld. And maybe let it dry and then cover it again or something. But I think right here, where that little knot is, right there is where the hole actually was. I was looking, and it just kind of cocked out a little bit. It was just spraying. It was sealed up, you know, around the edge. You can see here where it was sealed. But yeah, we got to make a new one of these. So Rachel's gonna go get the stuff for me. We're gonna put the JB Weld right back in there where it came from. I know that's kind of crappy. It is what it is right now. And if my manager happens to see this, I'm sorry. I'm really not playing hooky. I broke down for real, for real, for real. Okay. Yeah. Tomorrow my day off. I can come in. No, we're not talking about that right now. All right. Well, Rachel went to get the stuff. She went to get some JB Weld and some. I can't find my mirror, my little round mirror. That would have helped a lot. So she's gonna grab me one of those while she's out in the JB Weld. But I am usually off on Wednesday. Today is Tuesday, so I'm off tomorrow. Which, you know, if I needed to do major engine repairs, today would have been a good day to do it, since I'm off tomorrow. But yeah, there's not gonna be a new vehicle. It's just not. That's just not gonna happen. Maybe a lightly used vehicle. All right, look, I understand that the hackery that is about to unfold under the hood of my Jeep is undoubtedly not a good idea. Okay? The question is, can you JB Weld a freeze plug? Well, the answer is yes, because we've already done that, okay? How long does that last? Well, it lasts 1.5 to 2 years. Right, so I understand that's not a good idea. Here's the situation. I could take the head off of that motor. I could take the valve cover off. I could take the manifold off. The intake and the exhaust and the valve cover and the head and the fuel injectors out. I could do all that and probably be done with it sometime tomorrow afternoon. Okay, providing I can get the head gasket and the different little things that I need from the parts house, in time for put it back together. Oh yeah, I could do that work. That's not really complicated work. I have everything here that I need to do it. The problem with that is it's not worth my time. This vehicle, that Jeep, it's a 95. I paid $800 for it. 2014, 2015, 2015, I believe it was 2015 or end of 2015, somewhere around in there, 2014 or 15. So I've had that Jeep for 5, 6, maybe 7 years, and I paid $800 for it when I got it. I put a water pump on it twice, changed the spark plugs in the wires. I've done oil changes on it. It's got some problems. Like, it's got some 27-year-old vehicle problems, okay? To me, it is not worth an engine overhaul. Somebody watching this video, hey, if you want a 95 Jeep 2-wheel drive Cherokee, you can come and get it. You can have it. It's like, I'll $500. It's yours, okay? After I get a vehicle. But just know there's going to be JB Weld in the back freeze plug, so it's going to need an engine overhaul. But it's not worth it to me, okay? So I understand that there's going to be people like, oh, you can't do it. Yeah, I can, actually, and I'm gonna. So that's that. If my employer is watching, well, I did actually break down. I got the truck home, and now I'm working on it, and I'm going to get it fixed, and I'm going to be at work tomorrow, okay? So, and it's not going to cost me a gajillion dollars in tows and repairs. It sucks, but this is the low-budget life we live. Alright, so got a new mirror. Right? Hey. SO S. Anyway, so that's cool. Now I can see it better. It's really the same thing I was looking at earlier. Same thing I showed you. Wow. Looks like somebody JB welded it. That's what it looks like. It's just a little easier to get to. So check this out. We got JB Weld high heat. It's JB Weld high heat. 800 psi at room temperature, 600 psi at 400 degrees. Continuous heat up to 450 Fahrenheit. If everything works properly, the engine should stay around 200. So that's good. 200 or less. The thermostats generally click on and off at 195 or 180. So intermittent heat up to 500. 3 times stronger than high temperature. Blah 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 blah. Alright, so got it done mostly, I think. You really can't see it, but I can see it. So I'd say that's okay. That's gonna work. It's gotta wait 8 hours for it to dry and give it a try. But I know that it works because we've done this once already. So yeah, that'll be the end of this. And I reckon we'll find something else. Something else will break soon, I'm sure. And we can continue fixing stuff, right? Later.